Hey everybody, happy Friday. And today I'm showing you where we're putting, eventually, I think this is where we're gonna put our chicken coop. So I'm in our 5-bay shed, and this is the last bay, the one that's furthest away from the house. It's also the one that's the most, well, I guess the most organized, but anyway. So we're thinking of putting the chicken coop inside this bay. And I'm terrible at doing guesstimating, distances, but I think it's like maybe 10 or so by maybe 10 by 20, I think, maybe. Sloping roof on the back, and big open wide space in the front. So what we're gonna do is we're thinking of putting the coop here, and having the egg boxes on the back side of it kind of sticking out, so that they're really easy to get to, and then fencing in from this post here, all the way to the back wall, and letting them kind of run around in here. We've talked about maybe like cutting a hole in the back so they can go out back. I mean, we can always let them out into this area. From what I hear, they're not going to go anywhere. We're going to use, we've got a ton of scrap wood that we're going to use for it. My husband's been picking up various pieces of scrap metal and, other things to maybe use to build it. And yeah, this is going to be like a great space for them to, have shelter, be sheltered from any sort of predatory birds. And I think it'll be easier we've got access to electricity in here, so it'll be easy to, if we want to electrify whatever fencing we have. It'll probably be like hard, I don't know if it'd be like chain link or something, and then we'll put like electricity kind of up above and down below, to keep predators out. And, and also for when we're I'm not doing well with the stick today. And also for when, in the winter when we need to heat water and stuff like that, we've got access to electricity, which is great. We have gone over several different iterations of how we want to do it. We originally thought maybe putting it in the corner, but then I'd have to like go into it every day into their pen space every day to get the eggs. It would be easier just to have it over here, and then don't even have to go into it to get to the eggs. But also then there's the, how are we going to clean it? Like the easiest way to do that, we've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on different ways people have their chicken coop set up and how they clean them. I want it to be as easy as possible. I basically want to be able to like put a wheelbarrow underneath and just scrape all the crap out. That's, I don't want it to be any harder than that. So yeah, this is where we're thinking we're going to do it. Like we were originally thinking like maybe we'd put it over by the garden shed, kind of put it with the, like where we might be putting the greenhouse. But that would be more difficult to get electricity and stuff too. And we'd have to like build a whole, it would be a lot more intensive building, I think, if we did that over there, and it would be harder to get electricity to it and stuff. So we are going to do it in here, and this is going to be our space for chickens. Probably not until next year sometime is kind of what we're thinking at this point, because yeah, as we've just got so many different things that we're trying to do all at once, and it's, it's definitely like trying to decide which things are first on the agenda, but also trying not to stress out about it. So that's kind of like, that's where we're at. Just trying to get things done and not stress out about it. We don't really have a timeline, like a set timeline. The only thing that I have a set timeline for is putting in the orchard, because I want to do that in the spring. I wanted to do it in the fall, but then of course I actually did some research and realized, oh, you can't do that. Fruit trees are probably not gonna make it through a Vermont winter like newly planted. So gotta wait till spring, and I want to get that in the spring. So that's kind of the only thing that is definitely has a timeline. But everything else we're just kind of working on piecemeal here and there, and trying to not freak out and stress and everything. So it's another gray day here in Vermont. We had, oh my God, I think our longest stretch of dry weather this past week. I think it was like 5 days since May. It's been such a miserable summer here. I think I might talk about the garden next week and just how it's been faring with all of the rain. Hint, not well. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button, share it, subscribe, and I will see you all next week with new videos. Have a great weekend.